This is just a quick reminder that all of the knives I talk about and show in this video are going to be linked in order in the description below, some of which will be affiliated, which will help support my channel. Okay, let's get into the video. Hello, what's going on? Melissa Miller, aka Melissa Backwoods here, and I'm sorry for this setup at the moment. I'm currently in Wisconsin at my boyfriend's house, and I'm not in my usual studio setup. So I'm in this room. I got this natural lighting coming in at me. So yeah, this is the filming setup for today. But that's okay because today is going to be mostly a talking video, and we are talking all about knife trends of 2024. Now this is going to be kind of just a video of me talking about what I think is going to be hot in 2024, what I think is going to continue to be hot and popular, and so forth. And I've been working with Blade Magazine and Blade Show for over 5 years now. And what's crazy to me is just watching all of the new things coming to the shows, popping up in the industry. It's wild. I mean, we're talking about knives, the most basic tool, and it's like every other month there is something new coming out that is exciting. Trend number one, and boy is this a big one, fidgety knives. I think fidgety knives are here to stay. There's going to be a continued focus on making knives, well, just fun to fidget with. I know I've seen a lot of traditional collectors, they don't like this term. They don't want to, accept the fact that fidget factor, as what I like to call it, is a very important part of knife purchasing nowadays to many people. So knives with really fun, fidgety locking mechanisms like the Civivi Super Lock or the Demco Knives Shark Lock are super fun to fidget with. All day I could do this, super fun and fidgety. These type of knives are going to continue to be popular. Button lock knives like the Civivi Elementum Button Lock, Artisan Cutlery Pyrite, these are going to be really popular continually here in 2024. OTF knives, super fun to fidget with, and knives that don't even serve the most functional uses are going to continue to be popular because they're fun to deploy and play with. So fidget factor this kind of segues into trend number two that I think we're going to see a lot more of this year, and that is knives that have multiple means of deployment. So it may be a knife that has a cutout along the spine so you can reverse flick it with your finger. This same knife might have a thumb stud, and it might also have a button so you can button deployment. 3-4 different ways to open the knife, so they're very fun to fidget with. Trend number 4 that I think is here to stay is going to be Ultem on knife handles. Now, Ultem caused quite the stir when it was released in 2022. It was originally designed for aircraft interiors. It's meant to be durable. It's meant to be really lightweight. And we're starting to see it also in a variety of colors, anywhere from darker browns or honey. You can get it in amber. We have this yellow and even some really dark, almost like gray tones I've seen it in. So I think Ultem is here to stay in 2024. Sorry, I just had to add this. The first time I did a post on Ultem, one of the comments was like, it looks like pee. And that's like, now every time I look at Ultem, that's like ingrained in my head. But trust me, when you get it in person, it looks pretty sweet. Trend number 5 is innovation. I think we're going to continue to see a lot of innovation in the knife world. It is mind-blowing to me how people are still just coming up with like new locking mechanisms. And you have companies like Riot expanding their EXO line into new designs and coming out with these crazy overbuilt folders with internal mechanisms like the T1000. You have Aurora Knife and Tool, which just came out last summer with Truffles, that has a new locking mechanism. We have the Winter Blade Co. Severn that just came out with the new Stealth Lock. Then you have Reich Knife, which is putting out models with these like insane machining details that you're able to basically slide apart by disengaging a switch. You have Templar Knife, which is just about to patent their screwless OTF. I think we're going to continue to see companies pushing the envelope and coming up with new things because it's exciting. Another trend that I don't even know what to name this one, I'm going to call this the because I want it trend. And these are knives that people really aren't going to use functionally as EDC blades or just even in real life, but they buy them because they want them. And the first thing that comes to mind is the Midgards Messer giant Fenris folding knife. Yeah, this released and people went bananas. They sold a ton of these. Another knife by that company that is a Because I Want It knife is the Valhalla. Look at the hinge mechanism on that. Totally unfunctional knife, but it's sweet and you just want it, so you buy it. Same goes for the Wii knife Typheus. That is a dagger into EDC blade transformation, but there's like no lock on it, so it just wouldn't be functional to use, but it's just cool. And another cool Because I Want It is this little mini hawk by Midgards Messer with a magnetic sheath that is really cool. It's got like this pocket clip and you can wear it on your pants. Oh boy, we are starting to lose daylight. Happens in every video I film now. That's because I use natural light. Probably not the best idea. Anyways, the next trend, I'm going to call this trend classic design meets modern take. And a great example I can think of that I have on me at the moment is the auxiliary manufacturing pocket Bowie knife. Now, Bowie, very classic design, and this is like a modern take, really tactical EDC type feel to it. I think we're going to start to see a lot of classic knife silhouettes come up and have some modern takes on them. Another good example is the Clinch River Swayback by Rosecraft Blades. Got this cool, like almost like S-like shape. We have this like deep finger groove, choil, whatever you want to call it right there. It's a really modern type of updated take on what would be a very traditional slip joint design. The next trend, I think that is here to stay, and for obvious reason, are budget-friendly blades. So when I say this, I mean blades like under the $50, actually even under the $40 range, because we're starting to see a lot more high-quality blades get into that $40 range. You know, with the reality of inflation and just the economy in general, people don't have, not everyone's got $300 to drop on a new pocket knife. A knife trend that's going to continue strong into 2024 is MagnaCut steel. It's going to continue to be one of the best, hottest knife steels in 2024 and in 2025 and in 2026. And that's because it's awesome. It's hard, it's tough, it's durable, it gets sharp as heck, and it's stainless. What more can you ask for? So shout out to MagnaCut. Aaron Thomas just messaged me back, this guy. He's the inventor of MagnaCut, knows his steels more than anybody I know. He says M390 and CPM crew wear have been popular the past few years. And, we think they'll continue to stay popular. So there's from an expert. So next trend, I'm going to call this the death of the Droppoint, because that sounds super dramatic. We're still going to see, don't come and go, oh, we're still seeing so many Droppoint knives. Yes, I know. But I think we're going to start to see a shift where we're seeing just a lot more Tantos, Warncliffs, clip point type EDC blade shapes, which we've already started to see. And some people are starting to realize that maybe they like opening Amazon packages more with a Warncliffe blade shape, or maybe they think a Tanto blade shape just looks way cooler. So I think we're going to just see a lot of people kind of migrate and explore new blade shapes. And there's never going to be a death of the Droppoint, because it is truly a wonderful blade shape. But I'm going to see this kind of shift, especially in the next year or so, where we're really seeing EDCs come out in just much more variety of blade shapes. Fun colors and fun designs. When Blade HQ released the Kalishnikov Desert Warrior design, man, it caused a stir. It was hugely popular. And since then, they've continued to release new models from new companies. I have one my own. This is the Concept Mini Cleaver. I think people are just having more fun. They're like letting loose and realizing that knives don't have to be that serious. We can have fun with the colors. Guys can have pink and purple knives, and it's okay. Whether they are sprinkles or Hawaiian flowers or whatever, I think we're going to continue to see fun colors and patterns in 2024. Okay, we are finally on to the last trend. Oh my gosh. As I'm filming this, I'm thinking of trends that I wish I would have mentioned. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video, who knows. But this is my last trend for 2024, and this is a trend that is going to continue to go on into eternity in the world of knives. And I'm going to call this trend community-based companies. That's what I'm going to call it. Community-based companies are knife companies that have a community
built around them, primarily social media community. One company that immediately comes to mind is Microtech. They have a massive Facebook group. It is super active. There are members posting every day, interacting, joking, engaging with each other, posting like just the most ridiculous memes about their Microtech knives. Sorry, I had one on me, so I couldn't do that. Blade Runner System, Squid Industries, especially just these companies have like community of knife users that interact with each other on social media. That they have a community within their love for this particular type of brand. It will be interesting to see how knife companies continue to use social media to their advantage. I took to my YouTube channel to ask some of you what you think will be popular in 2024. GT Lopez said that marketing for knives is leveling up. We're going to see the story behind a knife is equally as important as the knife itself. I could not agree more. One of my favorite things to ask a designer is, what was your inspiration behind this knife? Another follower mentioned that tactical kitchen crossover knives and tactical utility crossovers. Absolutely, I've seen the tactical utility crossovers quite a bit, and tactical kitchen crossovers would be sweet. Hi, throwing knives and axe throwing has gotten pretty big in the last few years. I started to see a couple of throwing knives come out this year. I'm going to see, I think, a continued uprising in throwing knife models. The original John Galt, I think sharp knives will be a trend. I don't know about that one. Maybe. Here's some other cool responses that popped up after I made this video if you want to pause and read them. Anyway, that is the video. Those are the trends that I think are going to continue or amp up in 2024. I hope that you have a very happy holiday season, and I just really appreciate you all watching. Comment below, what do you think is going to be hot in 2024, because I want to know, and I might save your idea for a part 2 on this. Bye guys, thank you so much.